Well, hello, and a very happy Saturday to all of my cruisers and all of my controversy casters out there. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And I do apologize. It has been a couple weeks, weekends, Saturdays since I have been here. And I know there are so many fans of the podcast, my co host Greg being one of them. And I did not want to get one of those text messages today. Why didn't you do your podcast? I can't start my weekend off right. Well, I am here and we are going to do the Controversy Cast number 27. I can't believe there are already 27 episodes. We are here and we are going to talk about three controversial topics in the cruise and travel world. More opinion kind of questions today because I kind of want to hear your guys' feedback and your guys' cruising style and your guys' thoughts on these three topics that I have today. And I do have a lot of announcements today as well, and a mug shots feature. So before I go into the chat, let's do our mug shots, aka the best sip of the day. So grab that coffee mug and let's do this. Yes, this week's mug shots feature comes to you from my aunt and June, Journeys with June and Brady. Over Christmas, they had sent me this wonderful Pilot Knob coffee mug, as well as a big bag of Pilot Knob whole bean coffee from, I believe, West Virginia, as I was reading on the back. That's so you know your coffee's good when they tell you all about the coffee on the back. So thank you very much, Aunt June and Uncle Brady. And this is our Mugshots channel today. So go on over and show my aunt some love. Thank you, Aunt June and Uncle Brady, for my wonderful coffee. And it is absolutely delicious. And again, as you saw in the bumper there, if you would like to get your mug on Mug Shots or any mug featured here on the channel, please email me over at controversialcruising@gmail.com and we can get you on Mug Shots. But best sip of the day, cheers. It is Saturday, and thank you again, Aunt June and Uncle Brady. Ooh, that was a good big sip. That was a good big sip. Okay, let's see who has joined us in the chat today. All of my controversy casters. Who was the first one in? Oh, look who it is, Miss Tanya. Hey, Scott, I'm actually up early this morning for it. Thank you. Oh my God. We got Tanya. Grego is in here. Hello, Greg. Welcome in. Welcome in. Definitely thinking of you as I had thoughts of canceling the podcast for sure. I always have thoughts of canceling. Chris, how are you? Hope you're having a great Saturday. Danny D comes in and says, Scott. Hello, Danny D. Carnival Cruise Addicts is here. Hello, Carnival Cruise Addicts. Welcome in. DeFam Adventure says, Scott. Hello, Ron. Welcome in. Hope you're having a great weekend. Will G has joined us. Morning, y'all. Morning, Will. Law Jones has a big cup of coffee. I love that. And a ray of sunshine and a wave. Well, hello there, Law Jones. Welcome in. Tuber Chat has also joined us. Hello, Tuber Chat. Speaking of my aunt and uncle, there they are. Journeys with June and Brady. Thank you very much for the lovely coffee. Yeah, Greg, I had to call you out a little bit. TRT, Team Reese Travels. Hello, guys. Welcome in. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. Thank you for joining me. BFE is here. Hello, Scott. Good morning, and everyone. Good morning, BFE. Great to see you. VentureCast is also here. Hello, VentureCast. It is good to see you. I haven't seen you in a minute, and always good to see you, my friend. Cruising Scene, Gary and Sharon are here. Gary, I hope you are feeling better. I hope Sharon is taking care of you. I know she is. I know she is. And I hope both of you are doing well. Ohio Travels with Chris is here. Hello, Ohio Travels with Chris. Law Jones says, nice mug, right? It's actually bigger than your normal mug, too. So I get a nice big cup of coffee with this one. Yes, of course. Any, like I said, any coffee that will tell you all the things on the back, that's the way to my heart. So amazing, amazing coffee. Let's see. It's a balmy 32 degrees in the Houston area. Oh. I'm traveling that way in like 2 weeks. I don't want it to be cold. TJ's Destinations is here. Hello, TJ. Good morning to you. Let's see. I am so excited for the awards that you were nominated for. Well, now that you said that, Danny, let's talk about that a little before we get into the topic. Tonight is the biggest night on YouTube. That is right. Danny D is talking about the Meet and I Awards, and my channel has been, I think, nominated for 4 Meet and I Awards. I'm gonna pop this up here. The biggest night on YouTube, Meet and I Awards, Saturday, January 11th at 7 p.m. EST. It is already on their page. Please go on over, show them support, some support, as well as when you show them support, you are showing me support, because my channel, again, has been nominated for 4 awards. I also have that little right here, the Meet and I Awards. Okay, right here. You can go on over and hit that notification bell. I will be there before 5 o'clock. Well, 5 o'clock my time, before 7 o'clock when it starts, and I will be in there chatting away. I hope we can bring home an award for the channel. Thank you very much, Danny D. I am just as excited as you are, and thank you very much for dropping that again for everyone. The original JT has come on in. Hello, JT. Happy Saturday, Scott. I love that. I love it's our hometown coffee for Pilot. Oh, for Pilot Mountain, North Carolina. I love it. I love it. It does say West Virginia on the bag. Maybe that's where they come from. I don't know. Foodie's Vacation. Hello, Foodie's Vacation. Great to see you in here. Hope you guys win. I will be there. Thank you very much. I will too. 110%. Okay, good morning, controversy, in my Robin Williams voice. That's right, in my Robin Williams voice. All right, I am down to the bottom of the chat. Let's get into some of the controversy for today. And good morning, Michael Ann, coming on in. Good morning, Scott. Great to see you. Okay, let's talk about our first topic here. And I'm interested to kind of hear what you guys think and when you guys take your cruises. But this is kind of sparked from a conversation that John had with one of his cruisers, John Heel, the ambassador for Carnival Cruise Lines. Okay. This cruiser had basically stated, John, why are there not as many cruises that leave on the weekend as there are on the weekday? There seem to be a lot more cruises that are embarking on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, etc. And this person said, well, most of us work. And John, it's really, really hard for us to get here on a Tuesday, a Wednesday, a Thursday, or in the middle of the week. Any one of those days, maybe Monday. They want more weekend embarkations and sailings. John Heald said, well, I'm sorry, but that is basically determined by the cruise schedules, right? Different cruise ships, they go 5-5-4. Some of them do like a 14-6-8, right? They're on very, very strict schedules, and there's no days to waste, right? And some of these take repositioning cruises to different places like Australia, and then it will come back, right? But they are on very set schedules. It's not just because somebody wants more weekend sailings, right? John Heel can push, let's just say, I'm going to pick the Splendor. Let's not have it embark on Thursday. Let's have it embark on Saturday. Okay, that is going to cause so many other issues down the line that it just can't be possible. Okay, and John did share, and I'm not going to read it all, but he said, let's just take a look from January 5th to the 11th. If you wanted to take a Carnival cruise any one of those days from the 5th to 11th, that's a whole week. Okay, there is a Carnival ship embarking all over the world, at least one port every single day. He goes, so I think that pretty much caters to everybody, right? Your weekend cruisers like yourself who want more weekends, right? Your weekday cruisers, maybe people who are retired, maybe people who have your PTO all saved up, maybe people who just like to travel on the weekdays, right? Because it's less congestion. Who knows? My question to you is, when you are booking your cruise, are you booking strictly on the weekends, right? Maybe you have kids, and maybe it's like, okay, I want to not have to take them out of school or not have to have excused absences. Or you're like, I don't care if it's cheaper on the weekend. I'm going on the weekend. I don't really care what this cruiser said. For me, honestly, it Doesn't really matter what day of the week it is. Okay. I have some PTO, and there are some times when I take cruises and I don't get paid, which stinks. But all in all, honestly, the day of the week for me, it does not matter. Now, I know I'm not everybody, and I know that there are many cruisers like this other cruiser that do want weekend sailings and are looking particularly at ships that are just weekend sailings. But I want to know, are you a weekend sailor? Are you a weekday sailor? Or do you really not care and you just want to get on that cruise ship? Doesn't really matter, as long as the price is right, of course. All right, let's see what you guys have said. And in fact, actually, my next cruise I'm going on, I think, it's actually a weekend. I thought it was a weekday. It's January 25th, which is a Saturday. So luckily I get to leave on a Saturday. Like I said, I really don't care. Let's see here. Carnival Cruise Addict says, I think there wouldn't be enough room at the ports if they left on the weekend. Yes, that is true. And John also added that too. We are not the only cruise company, as many of you like Carnival Cruise Lines, but there are many other cruise lines here. And if we were pulling all into the same port and pulling out of the same port, guess what? There's not going to be enough port spots for all of the cruise ships, right? Royal, Virgin, Norwegian, wherever that home port is, there's only so many set piers that can embark and debark cruise ships. So very good point too, Liz. John Heald also added that too as well. Yes, not enough port space. And that's one of the true answers. There's really not enough port space. You can't just make another pier or another embarkation port, right? Just because X amount of cruisers want to take more weekend cruises on the Jubilee or wherever on the Dream. Crazy. I don't know. Also, it would be impossible for shorter cruises. Right, exactly. All of these cruises are on very set schedules, right? And if you have sailed before, you know, right? 554 is very, very popular, right? And that doesn't change. It goes 554, 554, 554, 554, right? It's not a change. It's not like, oh, let's just change it to 544. No, it's 554. 5 day, 4 day. Boom, turnaround. 5 day, 4 day. Turnaround. Okay, that's the way it works. And it's true. I have many friends that work on Carnival, and that's exactly how it works. There's a 682 as well. 688, 678, 668. I think it's 668, 669. One of those. But right after 554, I know 554 is for real. The traveling type has come in. Hello, welcome in. DeFam Adventure says, CCA, that's a great point. Think of major city at rush hour with the Super Bowl or even a major event in the same city. Imagine that. Like, imagine all weekend sailings now on Saturday or Sunday in New Orleans, right? When there's football there. I mean, oh my God, the city would just, no. I really don't think that this cruiser was thinking too much when they had made this request to John. I think it was more like a selfish request, but I wanted to hear what you guys had to say. So good morning, Nettie and JT. Welcome in. Michael Ann says, doesn't matter to me. It doesn't really matter to me either. As long as I can get a good deal and I can get the time off of work, whether it's paid or not, I'll be there. I think we are anytime cruisers. Yeah, you want to know what? It's different too. I started to think about if I had kids, that were younger, maybe 6 or 7, and not having to have them pull out of school. And yeah, it would be nice to leave on a Saturday and maybe come back on a Tuesday because they would only miss 2 days of school or 1 day of school. Maybe it was a 3-day, a Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Now they only had to be taken out on Monday. So I get it. I get where this cruiser was coming from, but I don't think she was really thinking, and it was a she, that she was really thinking about the real world and how scheduled cruise lines actually really are. I think she may have been a new cruiser. She didn't really say, but TJ says, doesn't matter what day, I just want to be on a ship. Me too. Talking with Bob. Hello, Talking with Bob. Welcome in. It never mattered to me. I always looked for the most bang for my buck on those great casino deals. Yes, 100%. And for example, I know one of the hot topics that a lot of the cruise vloggers have been talking about is how cheap Australia is. Sean, are you out there? Sean, cruising down under. And now, obviously, right, for someone who lives in the States like us, the flight is going to be really the big expense of the trip. So Carnival and a lot of the other cruise companies that are over in Australia are trying to cater to the United States market and giving away, really cheap interior and balcony rooms for Australia, knowing that you have to travel all the way over there, or they're giving you a ton of onboard credit, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 to go on over, because again, they know you're going to pay $1,500 or something for the flight. Come on, we got you $4,000. Go ahead. I mean, I'm not ready to go to Australia yet, Sean, but when I do, hey, $4,000 in my OBC, I'll take it. Just keep the spiders. I don't want the big spiders in Australia. Oh my God, no. Day of the week doesn't matter to me. BFE says there are so many options and sailing dates. It's hard to choose, in our opinion. It is. And honestly, when John put up that schedule, I was going to read it, but I don't want to be like, oh, January 5th, January 6th. I wanted you guys can go and see from January 6th to January 5th to January 11th. There were multiple sailings on every single day. I think Wednesday was the only day I think the Splendor was leaving from Sydney. But every other day had multiple. So, I mean, you get to choose. Anytime, said Law. Yeah, me too. When we fly, sometimes we do the week instead of the weekend. Yes. And that was the other thing that I thought of too. For me personally, when I fly, I like to fly on the weekdays because it's less congested. I also like to fly at night doing like the red eye. So I don't have to spend money on a hotel, let's say in San Francisco or something. I'm sleeping on the plane 12 to 4-ish and then getting to my destination and, going to a cafe or something like that. It's kind of like a little extra tip. Watch a port cam. Most ships are on a weekend. During the week, they are openings. Yes, there are 110%. And you can see some of the morning shows that show those ports. Sometimes they don't show them because there's no ships in port. I mean, it'd be kind of boring, right? I prefer on a weekend because it's not necessary for me. I prefer longer cruises anyway, 6 to 10. Yeah, me too. I'm like 6 to 14 now. Honestly, if you could talk me into a 14-day journeys cruise, I'm there. Orange Cone Vlog has joined us. Hello, welcome in. Yes, that's right. 6, 7, 8 for weekends. I knew it was something like that. Let's see. I prefer longer cruises, but any cruise is fine with me. Yes, and there are some long cruises out there. I mean, the Carnival Dream that I'm going on is only a 6-day, but right before, they're doing a 14-day cruise. It's a Journeys cruise, and then I will actually get on. So I'm getting on after the Journeys. I should have got on the Journeys. But yeah, I prefer longer cruises too. It's either a 4 or 5 day. I prefer it over the weekend. Don't want to burn a whole week of vacation. Yes, and I think this is exactly kind of what this cruiser was sort of alluding to. Like, we don't have all of this PTO. She said, I have some, but I don't want to burn all of my PTO on one 7-day cruise that leaves on a Monday. And John politely kind of just said, well, choose one that goes on a Saturday or a Friday. I mean, you know how John is. John's kind of like that, smart ass kind of remark, but passive aggressive in a way, in his own funny way. Denny's D says, I don't know, the fam, don't cruise that much. But last time we went, I was little in elementary school for Make-A-Wish. Oh, love that. Hello, Scott McNeil. Welcome in. Hope you're having a great weekend. Sig, the solo cruiser, has also come in. Hello, Sig. So great to see you. Brady can't take vacation from November 1st to March 31st. We are pretty much restricted if we want to go together. Yes, very true, especially in the industry that he works for. Secret for flying internationally is to use air consoladors. Typically 20 to 60% off airfares, but you can't book until 6 months out. Oh, there's a good tip. I'm actually going to star that one there. Or Ross, thank you very much for that. Would be great for those who work on the weekends and have their time off during the week. Yes, exactly. The flights is the beat. We are going in March. Balcony for 2 with gratuities, 31. No complaints. Flight 3,400. Ow! Yep. I paid $500 for my flight from Tampa to Boston to London. Ooh, that's actually kind of cheap, believe it or not. Your favorite couple has joined us. Hello, good morning, Scott and Check. Can't wait to cruise with you. I can't wait to cruise with you. I can't wait to see you guys go. It's everyone's favorite couple. I know you guys already know I'm crazy. I just can't wait to do it again. Yes, I love longer cruises, but I do mix it up. I'm open for a last minute cheap 3-day. Me too, Sig. Hey, especially if it's on the West Coast. Like, hey, what are you doing Friday to Monday? You want to go on the Carnival Panorama? Well, hello, Plum Travelers. Good morning, Larry. Good morning. Just stopping in. About to bring Ananda to work. Once again, thank you for the very informative information. Absolutely, Larry. You know, you have any of my information and you can message me. Any of you can message me at any time. I am here for you guys. Scott, yes, flights are expensive. Mom is waiting for some prices to go down when we have to go to Chicago. That's smart, too. In April for sister-in-law's bridal shower at the end of April. Yes, definitely wait. And I've actually found, I don't know, some of you guys can come at me for this, but I've actually found Priceline to be pretty competitive. And I've been using Priceline over Expedia. Expedia, if you're listening, sorry. But I don't know, Priceline has been pretty good. And I've taken a few gambles too. I've shared that out, but I've taken a few flight gambles that have worked in my favor. I'm starting to like a longer cruises too, 10 plus days. Yes, me too. Oh my God. They're honestly becoming my favorite. Hello, DT Cruiser. Welcome in. Hope you're having a great Saturday. Good morning, chat. Controversial Cruising and everyone in the chat. Good morning to you. Let's see. The Traveling Type is also here. Hello, Traveling Type. Welcome in. My aunt says we priced flights to Barcelona. It was $600 and change. I thought that sounded, yeah, that is actually really, really good for Barcelona. That's international. 110%. Yes. Happy Saturday to you, Vicky. Foodie's Vacation is also here. Okay. Let's get into our second topic today. And I think this is something interesting. Okay. Also kind of brought up by a cruiser to John Heald, as he is kind of the punching bag for Carnival. But Carnival, John Heald, has noted about the safes in the cabin. Okay, I want to first know if you guys use the safes in the cabin or not. This cruiser basically had said, John, are the safes in the room really safe? She's like, they look like a metal box that I could bring a crowbar on the ship and pry it open. And that really bothers me. And of course, John came back with his funny, sly remark and said, well, please, ma'am, don't bring a crowbar on the ship because I can assure you it will be confiscated. So don't do that. And second of all, there are thousands of cruisers a day that use our safes. And yes, they are safe. Okay. And she came back and said, well, safes are usually fireproof and they're built like tanks. I could pick this thing up and walk away with it. He said, I challenge you to try because no, you can't. Okay. And he said, there are many cruisers who use them. There are many cruisers who don't. And then he added, he said, I know we all like to get dressed up and we all like to bring some fancy things with us and some expensive valuables. But think about this, all right? And this came from John Heald. He said, hey, maybe on your next 5-day cruise, instead of bringing your $4,000 diamond earrings, maybe just bring the costume diamond earrings to put into the safe. And then you don't have to worry because your $4,000 earrings are back at home, okay? I work in the hotel industry, okay? And the hotel industry, in my hotel, in my boutique inn, there are a safe in every single one of the rooms. Now, we're in a very safe area in Scottsdale in my hotel. So I don't know if every one of my guests do use the safe, but I do know that there are some that do use the safe, and our safe you have to reprogram. So it's a little complicated. So I do get some calls for some people to help with the safes. For me, I don't know if I'm exposing myself or telling you guys what I shouldn't tell you, but I don't use the safes. And that's not just because I don't feel safe using the safes. I don't know. I just don't use the safes, whether it's in the hotel rooms, whether it's in my cruise cabin. Okay. My cabin mate, most of the time, whoever I'm sailing with will use the safe and I won't. Right. Multitude of reasons. There's been some money mix-ups in there and just, I don't know, it's a small little box, so I'm not putting my stuff in there. I would rather have it on my person, but that's just personally me. And I know there are a lot of safe people out here that like, oh my God, if the safe is not working, I'm going down to guest services. And then there's people like, I don't even know where the safe is. Right? There's a safe in the room. I thought that was just for like extra burritos from guys from Blue Iguana Cantina. So like, and then there's people in the middle that are like, I don't know. Sometimes if it's open, maybe I'll use it. What about you guys? Do you guys use the safe? And would you guys be on this cruiser's side, kind of poking at John, saying your safes in the room aren't safe? All right, let's see what you guys had to say. I'm interested to see if you guys keep your stuff in the safes or not. I am definitely not a safe guy. I am not a safe. Oh, where are we? Hello, travel. Yes, we see. Welcome in. Buenos dias. We're having a great Saturday. Law says the safes are not safe. The safes are not safe. I don't know. That's not why I don't use them. But I mean, I guess I could see where she was coming from. But I don't know. We use them all the time. Interesting. What is wrong with people? I don't know, Liz. They just any way to get to John, I guess they just like, okay, fine. Really. And Annie Hanrick is smiling. Hope you're having a great Saturday, my friend. It's just a little peace of mind. And I think that's honestly for a lot of people too. Just that little peace of mind. I know on Carnival, you can swipe your card and it will open, or you can press a code and it will open too as well. She said the other thing that the lady said was, well, how do I know the person with the key? Because there's a little keyhole, right? That you don't get the key, right? How do I know the housekeeper or the person with the key isn't coming into my room and opening my safe? John Heald says, because we don't do that. The safe keys are just in case your code doesn't work and your card doesn't work and there's no way to get that out. We can have somebody from guest services or one of our striped officers come in and open your safe in front of you. Well, there's still a keyhole there. Well, yeah, there is a keyhole there. I forgot to mention that. Yes, there are keys off to them all over. Yes, and that's it. That's exactly what she said. How many people have the copy of the keys? Is it just one? Is it two? John Heald didn't answer on that one. These people have nothing better to do than witch about. Good golly, we use the safe. See, there we go. Keep my money and passport in the safe on both cruises. Ooh. I keep my money and my passport in a secret pocket. I won't tell you where the secret pocket is, but that's like my safe. John Heald is the ultimate anti-troll. He lives to out-troll the trolls. He does. And I honestly, sometimes I just get lost in his comments. I'll go down a rabbit hole. I'll be like, ooh, that's a good comment. Be like, oh, John responded. I'm like, oh my God. And then like 50 people responded like, oh, he is funny. Hello, campers. Hello, Uncle Scugga Radio. And that is Mr. Jimmy the Astute Taurus. If you guys get a chance, Jimmy, you can, or somebody can drop Jimmy's link. Jimmy, I'll make you a mod on that side too after this. My aunt always says we always use the safe. Yes. And I know when I am traveling with you on the FFS in about 35 days, I know the safe is yours. Already had that in my mind, Aunt June. So all yours. I remember in an episode on the Love Boat, there was a huge safe behind the purser's desk. Was that like you handed your valuables and there was like a little cubby? Okay, one. Here you go. Pick up your stuff later. And the way they did the stuff in the 70s, let me tell you. We use the safe. Safes are meant to keep the honest people out. Ooh, I like that perspective. That's pretty good. We always use a safe and never had an issue. I don't think that this lady really ever had an issue. I think she was just kind of thought-provoking at John and just kind of trying to stab at him for some reason. I don't know. Danny says, we sometimes use the safe, but when I leave the hotel rooms, I take my expensive headphones with me if I don't use the safe. Yeah, that's really good. Nothing better, Danny, right, than having something like that on your person, right? And honestly, I would do the same if I had an expensive headphones or if I had expensive jewelry, right? I would wear that on my person when I went out. Not because I feel like somebody's going to come in the room, just because you got to come at me to get my earrings, or you got to come at me to get my headphones on my person. So I don't know. I just feel more secure. Well, those burritos are priceless. They are. They go in my fridge. They don't go in my safe. I would not like to get food poisoning the next day. You can put a safe in the safe, or for large amounts of cash or jewelry, ask the captain to use his. Ooh. You guys can use my safe anytime you want. Oh no, not that captain. Sorry. I left my wallet in a safe before before a cruise once. Oh no. Oh God. Now I'm hesitant. Yes. And definitely there have been some people who have left some things in the safe at my work too as well. Nothing crazy, but we had to send like some sunglasses and some things back. So I hope you got your wallet back. That's crazy. Hello, Angie, whatever floats your boat. Welcome in. Hey, y'all. Great to see you on this Saturday. I use the safe all the time, says Uncle Skaga. I figured you guys would use this safe. I figured a lot of people would use the safe, to tell you the truth. That's a chance I have to take. That's that someone will steal from the safe. I'm not going around with everything in my pockets. Yeah, no way. But definitely, like Danny said, if there are expensive headphones or something like that, hey, you might use if you're out or just to have them on your person, I would. I wouldn't carry everything though, Nay. You're right on that. I would rather have the key than a USB plug-in to open. The USB can be hacked. Yes, they can. Yes, and a lot of those newer cruises now, they have that USB port to. Oh yeah, you're right. I can't wait to meet him, or at least stare at him from a distance. John Yield. We put stuff in the safe we won't need until we get off this ship, so we know exactly where it is. That's very smart. Thank you very much, Carnival Cruise Addicts. Jimmy's new channel, Mr. Uncle Skaga Radio. I love it. I do use the safe, but I've had money stolen from it too. Interesting. The cruise line said said other reports. Interesting, Law. You'll have to let me know offline about that. That's crazy. I rarely use the safe, but if you get left in port for any reason, including medical crews, look in the safe for the passport and won't search beyond that to find it. So that's actually a really good tip too. So yeah, if you don't have your passport on you and it's in the safe, the medical professionals will look, but they're not going to go in your book bag. They're not going to go digging through your, dirty laundry to find your passport. So definitely good. Scott McNeil says, I leave my stuff in the safe, but not locked. Ooh, interesting. Definitely a Scott move. That's something that I would definitely do. Just, it's closed. They think it's locked, I put all my controversial cruising swag in my safe, said Jimmy. Trying to think of safe jokes. Give me a second. Okay, we'll give you a second. Annie, I am sure you know a lot of people say, yeah, Andy, yeah. Safe, the safe word. Okay. Now okay, I'm going to just quickly go on to the third one because I know a lot of people have touched on this, and I know that this is kind of an irritating topic, especially for us Carnival cruisers. But Carnival Cruise Line at the beginning of this year, I believe it was January 2nd, the second day into the year, they pulled the beloved AARP discount gift cards from us. They also, in 2023, I didn't know this, they also pulled Allstate Rewards gift cards from us. So now your 10% AARP gift cards that were bumped down before the end of the year to 8%, your 8% reward that went down to 5%. Well, guess what? Now that reward or that gift card is no longer. You can no longer buy AARP Carnival discounted or any gift cards for Carnival, in fact, on AARP's website. And I know that has upset many people, including myself, including Carnival Cruise Addicts. I used to buy like $500 or $600 of those Carnival gift cards to use on the ship. And you want to know what? That was a $50 or $60 kind of discount. And honestly, I really liked it. Now, I have gone out and I have done a little research, right? There are still city credit card rewards programs and other credit card rewards programs that still have Carnival gift cards. Now, of course, this isn't discounted, right? This is you using your rewards points, whether it's the city credit card and dumping those reward points to get a $50 or $100 gift card. You're still getting the gift card, but you're not getting any discounts. Okay. Now I went a little bit further and I went on to a site called Card Cash, and I actually did some research on it. It is legitimate, but they are still offering gift cards for Carnival at a 7% discount. So go check that out. It's spelled Card Cash, CARDCASH, not a sponsor.com. Okay, cardcash.com. And they still offer a 7% discount. But I know so many people are up in arms now. On this next cruise, I have to buy like $500 or $600 worth of gift cards that I'm not going to get any discount on. But it makes it easier for me rather than having to travel with all of the cash. I do bring cash, obviously, as I've shared, but those gift cards just make it easy for me to budget myself. I go up to the kiosk every day, I put in $100, and boom, $100 gift card is what I mean. So let's see what you guys say about the AARP gift cards. Nettie, the only thing I take is my headphones, like the AirPod Beats. Yes, exactly, especially if they're expensive. Tanya says, as soon as we enter the cabin, I use my safe place. All my money, passports, and cards. Laptop stay in the backpack under the bed. Yeah, laptop would kind of be hard to fit in there. Liz says, I'm still angry about my AARP gift cards going away from Carnival. I am too. Honestly, I am too. Angie said, I always use AARP gift cards. Not happy now. And there are a slew of cruisers that are not happy. Believe me, it's not just us. There are so many people that are coming back and forth at John for it. And John did say, hey, listen, we know that you guys are upset about this. Okay. We are thinking and planning and hoping that we can bring a discounted service like this. It may not be 10%, it may not be 8%, it may not be 5%, whatever it may be, but the Beards, as he calls the Beards, and I are talking about it. So he at least alluded to that just a little bit, but I don't know if that's just false hope or whatever. Also, Costco discounted Carnival gift cards are going away as well. Yes, they are. I think, what was that, March? Did I read that the Costco discounted Carnival gift cards are going away? I didn't really touch on that because I know a lot of people aren't Costco members, and that would kind of, I don't know. But yeah, for the last couple months, at least the next month, I think you can still get whatever is in stock. 7% on card cash. Yes, and have you ever used card cash before? Travel, yes, we see. I want somebody to tell me that they've used it. Amex still has Carnival gift cards. Are they, or Amex, Amex? Is that, are they discounted, or is that something that you have to use rewards points for? I guess I never knew about the AARP discounts for cruising. I can't get mad at it. That's okay. Maybe they'll bring something back and you'll be able to hop on the boat there, Tanya. We are back to getting 8% now. So what we did was get the Carnival credit card. Oh, there we go. With an intro offer of $300 onboard credit, which I used to buy the $100,000 gift cards at 8%. That's right. Okay. So if you can get a Carnival gift card, that is one of the benefits to getting it, that you get that 8% discount now. So I didn't even know that. That's great to share. Thank you very much. Someday I'll be old enough to use AARP gift cards. Well, Jimmy, before this, you didn't have to be any age to sign up for AARP. Before this, I think in 2023, there was a $12 annual fee. And then I believe they lifted that. Let me know if I'm wrong on that. But anybody could have been any age. I've purchased AARP gift cards, Jimmy, when they were a discount. And I am only 36 years old. So does anyone, share a little bit about AMAC too as well. So maybe you get your cards now before they are gone. Yeah, literally. Yeah. So there are the two of us. We got both. Oh, both got Carnival gift credit cards. That's really smart. And yes, I believe so. We have to check out CMAC. Let's put that down. I'm going to check out CMAC after here and do some research. Not Xmas, CMAC. Okay, just so I remember. I'll never remember. And BFE says, Uncle Scugga, anyone can join ARP. Yes, 110%. Bought $350 from Card Cash yesterday. I was using them before. Oh, there we go. Card Cash. Thank you. Somebody has used it. And there are great reviews all over. Of course, there are some bad reviews, but there's always bad reviews everywhere. So that's great to know, Travel. Yes, we see. I'm going to be buying my cards on Card Cash now. I love it. Learning so much. I learned something for myself. I love it. Okay. I've been using Raise for years before AARP. Oh, interesting. Is that another discounted Carnival gift card? I like that. And Greg shares that Raise right there, gcx.raise.com. I'm going to also have to go and check that out. I'm going to star this too. Look at this. I'm learning from you guys. And Uncle Scugga Radio, yes, I believe my mom has AMAC. AMAC? Raise? And Card Cash. Oh, maybe we solved your problems on the Controversy Cast. I love it. Hello, Rob. Welcome in. No, they actually charge him double, Jimmy, because they don't want him on the cruises. All right, I am down and out of my topics, which means I am going to get out of here. But a few special announcements. Please make sure to go on over to the Meet and I Awards tonight. I will be there. If there is a guest appearance where they let me go up on screen, I may just do that. Otherwise, I am going to be there and hopefully be able to bring in an award for my channel for controversial cruising for Captain Controversy. We have been nominated for 4 awards, so I cannot wait. And everybody else who is looking for just a little bit more cruising talks and coffee talks, I am going to raid on over to Embarkation Nation and Destination Fun. They are having a little ladies cruising coffee chat, and I'm going to go over and hang out with them since I haven't seen them in quite some time. So thank you everybody for joining me on the Controversy Cast number 27. I cannot believe it, and I cannot believe we're growing. There was like 33 of you in here. I remember when I started and there was only like 3. We're growing. Love you guys. Thank you so very, very much. I will see you next Saturday here on the Controversy Cast, and I will see you all over YouTube. So please have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday. Do something today that makes you smile, and have a great weekend. Captain Controversy, Controversial Cruising, and then the Controversy Cast out. Bye, guys. Whoops. Embarkation Nation, go on over there. They raid the coffee talk. I was going to go put this. I can't put it in. I don't know. It's pinned up at the top. Bye, guys.